Guess who's Bizak? It's not Beanie Siegel J-Hove. Abwon, y'all viewers should know. What's good, everybody? It's Abwon, and this is Before You Watch, spoiler-free review. So the last review I gave y'all was for the horror flick Hereditary, probably the biggest horror movie you've never heard of. But go check it out in theaters and check out my review while you're at it. It'll be at a card at the top of the film. I mean, at the top of this video and in the description, most likely. And at first, I was going to do a review for The Incredibles 2, but then I really thought about it and I said, everybody and their mom's gonna have a review for this movie. I really want to do something for the culture because I got a lot of hip-hop content coming out, well, hip-hop themed content coming out for you guys real soon. So I said, this is probably the perfect movie for me to kick everything off with. Even though I'm a few days late, it doesn't matter. Better late than never, right? So anyway, let's just get right into it. So if you don't know, this movie is a remake. The original came out in 1972, I think, sometime in the 70s. I never saw it. That's before my time, but my father saw it. I know people my age, and I know people younger than me that swear by that movie. I don't. I never went to go see it before I saw this, so it is what it is. I can't tell you guys if it's similar, if it's the same story. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm watching this movie, and I'm reviewing this movie here, this one in 2018. So this movie teaches you a lot of things, and I don't think it realizes that. Like, I don't think that's what the aim of the director was. Like, it teaches you things like blood is thicker than water. It teaches you things about money management. It teaches you about friendship dynamics. Art definitely imitates life in this movie, so it brings a little social consciousness in this movie at times. And it also teaches you that violence is not the answer. All of that in one movie that was based on a film in the 70s about blaxploitation, which is crazy, right? But I don't think a lot of people that were in the movie really thinking the way I was thinking, but it is what it is. That's why I'm me. So if you're going to compare this movie to Scarface, just stop right there, because I can tell you that right now. A lot of people was like, oh, man, I'm trying to see, like, the black version of Scarface. And I'm like, huh? Like, no. We got movies like Paid in Full for that. You know what I'm saying? Scarface is a classic, just let it be. This movie is not Scarface. This movie is probably not even in the same realm as Scarface. Yes, it's the same story of, you know, a drug dealer and things like that, and they build an empire, blah, 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 but it just does not have the same essence. And what I mean by that is, first off, you don't see him go from a nobody to a somebody. The movie starts, he's already a somebody, and through some clever flashbacks and things like that, you know, it gives you some light into his origins, his backgrounds, and all of that, you know, whatever, how he got into drugs, so on and so forth. Another thing about this movie that I felt just doesn't put on the same playing field as movies like Training Day, Paid in Full, New Jack City, Blow, etc., etc. The character that's Superfly, his name is Priest in the movie, right? I just didn't feel like he was Superfly. I didn't feel like people wanted to be him. I didn't feel like people wanted to be around him. I just didn't feel like people admired him at all. When I watch movies about drug dealers, you know, because he's a drug dealer pretty much, I want to feel jealousy, envy, admiration when that character's on the screen with his peers or with his enemies, whatever. And I just didn't feel that from this character, outside of the fact that he wore nice clothes and he had nice hair that never got messed up ever. I just didn't feel that way. But you know what? That's okay. And I'll tell you why. Because not every film is made to draw emotions from the viewer. And this is what brings me to the positives of this film. So number one is the music. I know Future was a producer, and a producer title can mean a lot of things, but if he had his hand in any parts of choosing the music for this film, he did a fantastic job. And Director X, the director of this film, he does a lot of music videos too. That man has a talent of drawing you into a scene with just music. Because it could be a basic scene of a character just walking into a coffee shop, and you could have the music in the background just set the tone, and you'll just be completely engaged. There was an older gentleman like 5 seats away from me, bobbing his head to almost every scene like he was at the club, Shazamming almost every song. I'm thinking, I really think he got the soundtrack when he walked out, and I don't blame him because the music was really that good. The music was good. There are some scenes where the cinematography really stands out. Like there's a scene where, you know, he's fighting a certain character. I don't want to say, you know, I don't want to give it away, but there's a fight scene. And even the cinematography in that scene is pretty good too. Like, so, you know, the movie definitely has its moments. The actors and the actresses that are well known, like Omar from The Wire, homeboy that played Eazy-E from Straight Outta Compton, I just don't know his name, I'm sorry. You know, I'm not really good with like actors and actresses' real names, but these guys really hold down the movie, because I'm not gonna lie to you, there's a lot of bad acting in this film. This film has scenes that can draw you in and keep you engaged, and you want to know what's about to go down, and then it can completely do a 180 and you're just like, what am I watching? Why is this in the movie? Why wasn't it cut out? But that's fine, because those are the scenes that I would use to take a bathroom break, and then I would come back and be like, all right, back to it. Let's stick to the script. It goes from A to Z relatively quickly. I think it's only like an hour and 45 minutes, which is fine. You go in, you watch the movie, you get out, you go about doing the rest of your day. Okay, whatever. Every now and then, there's a weekend where 2 films are released, and one of them everybody on the planet wants to go see, and another one a few people want to go see. Like when 50 Shades of Grey comes out and your girlfriend's forcing you to go see it because, oh, I read the books, I saw the other movies, I gotta see this one. And you're just like, okay, fine. And then there's another movie like Fate of the Furious that comes out the same weekend, and everybody and their mom wants to go because it's going to be an event. And that's the same thing with this movie. Everybody wants to go see, you know, the Incredibles 2, because it's been a long time coming. And then there's people that are like, well, I just want to go see Superfly. And you can do both. You can go be a child again, live in some nostalgia, watch Incredibles 2 during a matinee. You know, then you could do whatever you want to do, run some errands, hit the gym, whatever it is you do during the day, hit up a bar, have some adult conversations, and go watch a movie and feel like an adult. And that movie will be Superfly. And for the people that that actually care and are inquiring about it, you are going to see some breasts in this film. It's rated R for a reason. There's not that much vulgarity as there are as much breasts. And I think there's blood, but that's, you know, that's to be expected. So all in all, I'm going to give this movie a 6.8. I would have given it a 7, but the fact that there was just so many scenes that I just felt just didn't need to be in the movie. They were so irrelevant. It just like ruined it for me. But it's not a bad movie. It's not a horrible movie. It entertained me. And movies are made to be entertaining. So at the end of the day, it fulfilled its purpose. So definitely check it out. Let me know what you thought about it. You know, hit me in the comments. We could talk about it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe while you're at it. Once you subscribe, I can't stress this enough. Hit that bell. Please hit that bell to be part of the notifications. What? Because whenever I do post content, I want you to know that I posted it, so you don't have to fish through it. So it's not that difficult, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You can hit me on Twitter at Abwon. Hit me on Instagram at Abwon1. I'll leave all the links in the description. And I'll be back with some more reviews for y'all. I got a couple more face-to-face interviews coming up. A lot more content in general. So with that being said, I'm out of here, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.